You're not allowed to give me advice after Liger.
It's terrifying to hear something about your child.
Yeah, you are at fault and we're not doing a film together again.
All news is good news.
I know.
No news is bad news. I've seen your journey, and of course, you've had a complicated relationship with the public perception. Trollers. From the backlash on the Actors Roundtable to the big successes like Ho Gaye Humka and Call Me Bae. The world knows the public version of this journey. As a family, we've seen a version of it. But what is your version?
What version have you all seen? First you say that.
It's terrifying to hear something about your child. But I think it was something you were prepared for because you knew you were coming into the public space. But I was always worried because you were too young to take this kind of stuff that was coming towards you. But the rest you tell me.
Honestly, at the start, I would get very affected with things. Like if I read the smallest of things, I would like cry and break down and whatever, like just
I never saw that.
Yeah, I don't know. You were never, honestly, you were not seeing anything. Mom was there.
Home.
You were at home, but you were like in your own world, in the bathroom and all that. But whatever. So I was like not okay. And I was like, used to feel really sad. But then I think I've gotten like much stronger, like over time. And I think also living alone has made a big difference because I feel like when I used to stay with y'all, I feel like when I used to get sad, y'all used to like feed into my sadness. Like, then mom would be like, what happened? Are you fine? So like I would get more sad, like it would just like make me more overwhelmed. And I was like acting also a little bit while like crying at home. But now that I'm living alone, I've actually really learned how to like control my feelings. Like nothing affects me so much. Like I'm able to like be with my thoughts and be like, that I really couldn't be alone. Like I couldn't sleep alone. I always needed people around me all the time. And now I'm quite like happy being alone.
But I'll tell you what, for me, if you ask me, I've always had that policy that all news is good news.
I know.
No news is bad news. But yes, of course, the amount of trolling which you got. But how do you, now though you must be used to it. No?
Yeah, like now I don't really like read anything. I'm quite like over it, to be honest, because I also feel like I've learned how to like see what really matters and what doesn't matter. Like now I think for me the most important thing is that people are talking about my work and my performances, so it overshadows everything that they might be saying about other stuff happening. And over time I started So Positive also, which kind of started the conversation about online bullying and positivity. And I feel like while helping others deal with their issues, I kind of dealt with my issues on my own. And I felt like talking about it to people, talking to Raisa, or talking to my mom, or talking to my friends really helped ease the load. But what helped me more than anything, I would say, was working. Like you always say, like after a film doesn't do well, what do you do the next day? Get back on set and just like I remember after Liger, I was so sad and I was so upset. But I started.
And you were cursing me for making you do that
whatever.
Film.
But yeah, you are at fault, and we're not doing a film together again.
You have only to read my scripts and choose them. Sometimes you have to just do a film.
No.
No?
You're not allowed to give me advice after Liger.